What up, guys? It's Mitchy Vibes, and we just vibing out here. Basically, today's episode is about um, Asian drivers and why they're bad drivers. This is the second episode. If you want to see the first episode, which is quite long, I will admittedly say that. Go to my channel and check out the second one. So, this episode is pretty much going to 100% be about skill. Now, I know that sounds kind of vague and it sounds like almost like a cop out, but skill is something that is probably it's my second top reason for why people are bad drivers in general. It really can apply to anyone, and there's no escaping it. Skill is something that can be taught, but in my opinion, it's a combination of being taught correctly as well as just putting in the hours, right? So when you practice something, right, you continually try to get better at it, right? That's the whole point of practicing. That old saying, practice makes perfect, that applies to the situation 110%, right? There's no like cheat sheet or like shortcut to this. You just have to put in the fucking hours, all right? And this is not only hand-eye coordination. I know a lot of you guys are fucking good at driving and texting, or driving and switching music, or driving and putting on GPS. Like, I know a lot of you guys think you have good skills and you can fucking drive super cool. I don't think you guys have realized that you guys are actually bad drivers while you're doing these stupid things on the road. I definitely don't recommend texting and driving because it's hard to do. It's hard to do safely. I myself really avoid doing it. I try my best to avoid doing it, and if it's like an emergency or something, then I will pull over and actually like call or text or whatever. So definitely like, please don't text and drive and do all kind of shit, right? Especially if you suck at driving, which is like 99% of you guys, all right? I'm not trying to hate. I'm not trying to throw shade on everyone, but I'm trying to be realistic. Like, they've done studies about this shit. Texting and driving is like being drunk and driving. Like the capabilities are about the same. The whole relevancy towards Asians, right? So, I think, again, if you saw my first video, you'll see that a major reason for me is inexperience with driving itself, right? And when you are unfamiliar with something, you need to apply yourself like multiple times, and like I said, fucking practice to get better at it, right? And I'm talking about shit that people try to avoid, like parallel parking, reversing, driving on the freeway. I've heard a bunch of different shit. Some people don't like to make certain types of turns, so they'll like go around the block and do certain things like that. And which is fine. Some of those things are fine if you could avoid them. But what happens when you actually have to do it? When you have to drive, or do a certain thing and you're not comfortable with it, right? Because you didn't practice at it, because you tried avoiding it your whole fucking life. When you finally have to do it, you're gonna suck ass, right? And that's pretty much the situation that I feel like I'm always in when I'm like witnessing someone being a bad driver. The other day, I was with a friend and we were just chilling, and we sat by the window at a restaurant eating, and we're all people watching and shit, right? And I watched like 2 or 3 different cars try to parallel park, and they just couldn't do it. A few of them, I think maybe one of them, the car was too big or something. So they didn't realize the size of their car couldn't fit, and I think the second one they just gave up when they were trying to parallel park. And it was just funny to me because myself, I pride myself in my driving because of the hours I put in, right, and all that kind of shit. But I wasn't trying to belittle the people that couldn't do it. It was just entertaining to me to see so many people not being able to do it, right? Like the ability to do it. They just couldn't do it. Not to say that they can never do it, but at that moment with their current skill level, they couldn't do it. And that's why I think practicing at this shit is just as important as having a nice car or doing something like that, right? Like, imagine having a fucking Lamborghini or some shit, or a fucking Aston Martin or whatever, right? McLaren's my dream car, by the way. Imagine having, right, like a super nice car and not being able to drive it. That's pretty much how I feel about when people get cars or get nice cars and whatever, and they can't do certain things with the car. It's like, what's the point of having the car if you can't drive it, right? If you can't use it to its fullest potential, right? And like I said, from a previous video about Asians, I think it applies because, in my opinion, I think sometimes, and this is where I'm kind of conflicted. I feel like all races do this too. All people do this in general. But I think it depends on the type of person, right? Some people just don't like to drive. Some people just don't like to practice. Some people just don't feel comfortable at the wheel, right? Which is, like I said, it's okay, but you have to realize, again, if you don't do it, you're not going to be good at it, and you're just going to be scared of it, right? When people don't have the skills to drive, they make mistakes. There's this, and people say, oh, I'm unlucky. Okay, I don't know. I've been in 0 car accidents. I'll tell you the secret to that in my special bonus episode. The secret to how I've gotten away with over a decade of driving and I've gotten in 0 accidents. I'll tell you the secret to that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. All right. To solve this issue, right, of being a less skillful person, all you have to do is practice. Like, for example, parallel parking, right? Super easy, guys. All you have to do is, every time you come home from work, from school, or from whatever, right? You're driving down your street and you see a spot that requires you to parallel park. Just fucking try it. It's on your own. It's in your own neighborhood. It's on your own street. Just fucking try it, okay? Anyways, guys, practice makes perfect. I don't know how else to fucking explain it. And I think this is a reason why all people are bad drivers, not just Asians. So this one you can't fucking knock us for, as far as skill goes, because there are a lot of y'all out there that think you know how to drive, but you can't. And that's just the reality of it. I think I'm a great driver, but I also think there's a lot of specific things that I could work on, right? No one's perfect, but if we at least try our best to be better at things, I feel like we'll be a lot safer on the road. Dude, I love joyriding. I love fucking doing all that. I love just fucking chilling and just letting the road dictate where I'm about to go. I love to do that shit for fun. I love to drive recreationally, I guess, for fun, as a hobby, blah, 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 road trips, vacations. I love to drive, but I do take it seriously once I'm behind the wheel, once I know that I have my life, people in my car's life, and other cars around me, like, their lives are kind of in your hand to a certain degree, right? So just take that shit a little bit more seriously and have fun out there and fucking drive safely. All right. I know this doesn't really apply to Asians too much, but that just goes to show why this stereotype of Asians being bad drivers is not necessarily wholeheartedly true. Until you get to my final reason why Asians are bad drivers. This reason, I feel like, is the top reason why I think people are bad drivers, and also the number one reason why I think Asians get that bad stereotype of being bad drivers. All right, so stay tuned for episode 3 of why Asians are bad drivers, and there will be a follow-up bonus video about how I've been able to get away with not getting in an accident in 10 plus years, right? Over a decade. I've not gotten into an accident, and I believe I have found the key to doing that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. You can like, subscribe, all that good stuff, but please comment. Let me know if it's shit. Let me know if the videos are good. Let me know what topics you guys, might want me to talk about. I don't know. I'm new here. But yeah, it'd be cool. Let me know what I can work on and blah 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 blah. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a good day and drive safely. All right, peace.